everyone. How you doing? It's the Euros 2016. We are talking Monday's matches. Oh, some exciting matches on Monday. We're going to start with the first one. Two big teams, two big results. Too big for some of you to get off work because it's at 2 o'clock and you're working. Spain versus the Czech Republic. I pronounced the Z. You're not supposed to. Who is going to win this matchup? Spain has got a strong squad, but are they strong enough to maintain? Are they going to rebound? Jamie, is Spain the same old Spain, or are they mainly Spaining on the Spain?
They've got a point to prove after that performance at the World Cup 2 years ago.
I didn't see it happen. I've taped it.
Well, yeah. You should watch it. It's good, yeah. Especially the first game. Like they're my tip to win it. I think it'll be them or Germany, purely because if they win this group, once they get through the group, it's quite plain sailing to the semis where they could play England, but like if England even get through. But yeah, they're very solid all over the pitch. They've got players that have kind of been the nucleus of that team for years now. You've got like the Ramos, Casillas will probably play, Fabregas. There's so many in there, like Iniesta, so many that have been there, done it a few times. They've got the unknown up front. They've got Nolito or Aduriz. They've scored a lot of goals this season, both of them, whichever one plays. Nolito's still been scoring in the friendlies. I am worried a little bit because they lost to Georgia the other day, and that was when I was like, whoa, reality check. These guys aren't actually that good. But I still think they'll be very good. Although Czech Republic, I think they're another team that could surprise people. The nucleus of this team is the one that plays for Sparta Prague that did reasonably well in the Europa League this season. They've got people like Borek Dokal who will score a lot of points on DraftKings, but will probably be quite low owned just because people don't really know, don't recognise him. And you've also got other games on this slate. You've got Italy and people like that where people are going to be more familiar with those players and pick them. And they're another team historically do very well at the Euros. I don't think that'll be enough to go past Spain. It will be tight, but I reckon 3-1 they'll score another late goal. It'll be 2-1 for a while and then.
All right, 3-1 drubbing. What do you think there, Edo? Is Spain going to check out the Czech Republic?
I see Spain winning 2-0, just because I'm not a fan of the Czech Republic, but I'm not that big a fan of Spain's either. And no, I hope I'm right, but I could very well be wrong. I've just seen them in friendlies and not been impressed. In the groups, all I hear is complaints about how they've been playing as well. And what Del Bosque did recently against Romania, he suddenly put on a completely different team to the one that played Italy a few days before. This is in the March friendlies, and they didn't impress either time. Yeah, I'm not. A lot of Spain fans wanted Del Bosque out after the World Cup, some even before then, and they went on to win the 2012 Euros. Yeah, I'm just not very enthusiastic about the play. Morata, I think, will have a great tournament, though. But I just look at the defence and I have questions. I look at attack, questions. The midfield hasn't been passing it with any sort of vigour to it. It's very slow. I saw them disembowel Slovakia. That was impressive in the qualifiers. Beyond that, I've heard a lot of complaints and I've seen not a great deal. So I think they'll beat Czech Republic, but it'll be 1-2-0 comfortable just because the Czech Republic really don't impress me that much. But yeah.
All right, Edo is not impressed. Do you hear that, Shania? Andy, Spain, are they a shadow of their form themselves? Can they actually put together the team, or are they just...
They're not a shadow of their form themselves. I agree with Edo on pretty much everything he said. I'm not particularly impressed with Spain at all. Up front, they're not... I mean, they've got Aduriz, who scored a lot of goals last season, but he's 35, so you're not quite sure how he's going to show up. But then, other than that, I mean, Pedro and Morata, they're not prolific goal scorers. So I think, and I know they've won tournaments before without any strikers at all, but I just can't see them doing 3 in a row here. They're not particularly impressed. But again, I mean, the Czech Republic are just sort of like a Wimbledon with one flair player in the middle of the park. They all seem to be quite. Whenever I picture the Czech Republic, I just think of Jan Koller. And they just seem to be a team full of people that you'd buy ecstasy off at a very hard house club during the mid-90s. It's all a bit lumpy. But again, I do agree that Dokal would be really good on DraftKings because I don't think anyone will own him at all. But he'll be worth a lot of points. Maybe the Czech Republic's answer is Robbie Brady. How he was for Norwich. How he was for Norwich. Does literally everything of any note in that side. So pick him for the first 3 games. But I agree, 2-0 Spain. But Spain aren't going to get past the semis.
I think the thing about Spain is that they're one of the top teams that has, I think, a settled-ish defence. Like all these teams, Germany don't have one, France don't have one, England definitely don't have one. All these teams don't have a settled defence. Like Italy and Spain look like they do. Like maybe that might be the path in. Like,
Good predictions. You hear it here. The guys believe that Spain does have that tap ass, but they got a small bit of tap ass. If you really want to make your predictions, you go to DraftKings.co.uk. You put together an 8-man roster. It's so easy. Join a tournament. You could win big during the Euros with DraftKings. DraftKings.co.uk. Welcome to the big time.